Perry County Lady Vikings here in Linden, Tennessee tonight. We want to welcome you that's tuned in to listen to this game tonight. Hope you enjoyed the first broadcast with Jacob and Will. And the Lady Cats were victorious over Frank Hughes. I'm here. This is Mike Rushing. I'm here ready to bring you the action in the next couple of games with Brian Cruz here with me tonight. And Brian, good to have you on again, and looking forward to some good basketball.
Glad to be here. Looking forward to these two teams have played a couple of pretty good games, so yeah, I expect the same tonight.
Absolutely, and it was here. You were here previously, and it was kind of a, wasn't decided till fairly late, and the Trojanettes kind of had a good second half and pulled that one away.
Yeah, they did. We have a couple of players. We'll have a hard time keeping from away from the rim and not fouling. The little Warren girl, Belle Warren,
yeah,
really good player, and she scored close to 15 or better both times against us.
Yeah, she had a pretty good game, and for all, without a better way of saying it, would pretty much look like they had the Trojanettes beat down at Collinwood down there. They were ahead by about 13 late in the game, and they overcame that to win. So, Collinwood's they're the number 2 seed, and they've got 2 wins against them. But third time, it's not automatic. They're going to play the best game.
Oh, no doubt, especially being at their home gym as well. So.
Okay, we'll go ahead and run across the starting lineups for your. Actually, the home team tonight here on the road will be Collinwood, and you'll have the senior Ellie Blaylock, wears number 11, junior Abby Smith, number 2, Sophia Keaton, number 22 is a junior. Sophomore Sarah Creasy wears number 42, and freshman Emmy Reese Brown, number 4. For Perry County, they've got junior Abby Marshall, wears number 30. Another junior, Andalyn Weatherly, wears number 20. Senior Elena Thornton, the senior guard, wears number 14. Another kind of power forward is Isabella, or they refer to her as Bella Warren, sophomore, number 4. She's kind of the leading scorer this year. And Bristol Bates is getting another start. She's become as a starter this late in the season. A freshman, wears number 3. Jack Edward, your coach for the Lady Vikings. Ashley Sherrill for the Trojanettes, and we're about a minute away from getting this one tipped off. And some news from the Collinwood that broke yesterday. We'll get that out there. They've named the football coach, Brian. Of course, you probably know more about that. And I think his name is Neil. Is it Cruz?
Cruz, yes.
Not Cruz.
Not Cruz. Close.
Yeah, spelled different.
I feel like it's a really good hire. He coached at Loretta, and he was actually at Lawrence County last year as offensive coordinator. Just a great guy, a good mentor for the kids, knows the game really well, and I think this opportunity for him is going to be beneficial, and that's always good for our community too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was at the football banquet on Monday night, and Coach Boyce Dixon, it wasn't a real surprise. I think they've been talking about that. They've actually even been interviewing candidates for a while. Oh, yeah. He officially announced his retirement on Monday night, and I think that was kind of a given thing. He's ready to get his second attempt at retirement.
Boyce did a great job for us coming in and stepping into a situation and shoring that football program back up for Collinwood.
And his two tenures as the head football coach, one was back in the 90s, he came back here for the second one. He actually had 56 total wins in 10 seasons for the Trojans, and that's good for second place all time on the Trojans head coach winning. So appreciate Boyce. I've known him since I was a teenager, and that's way back.
Well, yeah.
So wish him well, and he said he still loves the game.
I hope he does. He could be very beneficial for Coach Cruz coming in.
And of course, we're not here to cover football tonight. We've got basketball action, and I talked with Jacob there pregame and during the first quarter, and we expect each game to be fairly competitive. Even though the Lady Lions, they haven't won anything in the district this year. They came out and actually, after a slow start, made a pretty good show him in the second half. You know, they did a good job. So this is a pretty good district for girls basketball, and we should see a good game here in this one. We'll continue to go through the starting lineups.
We were talking about Perry County girls a while ago. I didn't mention that one of those seniors, 14, the Thornton girl, she had 17, I believe, against us in the last game at Collinwood. She made some shots from 24, 25 feet. We're going to have to really guard her.
She can be deadly if you leave her open out there. So we've seen that time and time again. This is Trojanettes got to show up, as I said, and play tonight. The same scenario a year ago as they had 2 wins over the Perry County during the season, and then Perry County showed up and really played well down at Waynesboro in the district tournament and knocked the Trojanettes into the consolation game. So that's where we're at. Looking forward to a good boys game afterwards tonight, too, with the Trojans and the Perry County Vikings as well. This is, I've said it all season long, I think this is probably the best district in the state when it comes for the boys, and maybe one for the girls as well.
Yeah.
All right, we're just about set to get started with action here. Collinwood wearing the home white jerseys tonight with the green letters. Perry County has the black jerseys with their gold trim and gold letters tonight. Looks like Sophia Keaton will jump against Bella Warren. I don't know. I'm sure she's related to the one that's on the boys' team.
Yeah, it's actually her brother.
I think they have the same number. Here's the tip, controlled by Collinwood. Down for a layup that's missed, but knocked out of bounds on the rebound. It'll stay with Collinwood.
I think we got a break there.
It looks like you might have. Now that's being overturned. Yeah, it will be Perry County ball. It looks like we had a layup there with Emmy Brown, and she just left it a little short, and somebody knocked it out of bounds. Got full court pressure, nearly a steal now. We've got a 2-on-1 the other end. Here's Warren. She takes it, gets a bump in the lane, and she gets fouled. Is that going to be a shooting foul? It will.
I guess it will.
It looks like that would have counted that shot, so it's not. That's going to send Warren to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on Sarah Creasy. First foul of the game. Here's a free throw by Warren. No good. Too strong, and it bounces out.
It's a bad thing about pressing. If you gamble for that long pass and you don't get it, trouble.
And then you're going to have numbers down to the other end. Here's
that's a foul.
Second miss. Yeah, the second shot is missed with a rebound. There's going to be a foul on Perry County.
I believe it's on Warren.
And it was Warren. She missed the free throw and committed the foul. So, still no score. Only 16 seconds gone in the game here. They'll have full court pressure. Get it into Blaylock. Being pressured. Getting trapped over on the wing. Trying to find somebody with it. She gets it to Keaton. Keaton got some numbers. Here's a 2-on-1. She takes it up. Left hand, no good. Rebound. There's Brown high for it. And she tries to go up. And she's fouled.
Well, we've missed 2 bunnies so far, but maybe we can knock a couple of free throws in.
Maybe so, Lord. That was looked like a sure layup there for Sophia. She used the left hand and it wouldn't go. But right there to get the offensive rebound was Emmy Reese Brown, and she'll go to the line. First free throw rattles, and it's missed.
Got the lids on the rim tonight here at Perry County.
They have here in the first minute of the ball game. Brown eyes the mark for the second toss. Good. And it's a 1-0 game. Here's some full court pressure again. Quickly down as they break it. Kick it back out front. Here's a shot from the elbow that's no good. Rebound there. Cleared by Collinwood with Creasy. Sarah Creasy there to get that one and hands it off to Brown, who'll bring it across the timeline. Set it up out front.
2-3 zone here.
Here gets a screen. Pass goes inside to Keaton. Kicks it back out to Brown. She's got a shot on the way. Was a 3. No good. Rebound. Pass on to the baseline. Now they kick it back out. Here's Brown. Makes another fake. Kicks it over to Smith for a 3. Good. Abby Smith with the triple, and it's 4-0. Using the long passes to break the press. Here's a 3-pointer on the other end that's missed, and the rebound cleared by Keaton. So a 4-point lead on the ball with 6:36 to play first quarter. Those cross-court passes are breaking the press, but they haven't made any shots with it.
Yeah, Perry County's playing probably a little too fast right now.
Here's a pass down and drive on the baseline. Here's Brown in for a shot that's no good, but she draws the foul.
So hit in the face.
Yeah. I think that's going to be Abby Marshall with the foul. Is going to send Brown to the line again. She'll shoot 2. Third team foul for Perry County. Free throw, too strong. Karam's out, no good. Brown 1 of 3 from the line so far. She'll high the mark for a second toss. This one good. So she hits 1 of 2 again, and it's 5-0. They've got a trap down in the corner. Here's almost a steal now. Another 2-on-1 break. They kick it out to Marshall. Recovering quickly there was the defense. Pass it around. Thornton finds Warren. Cross court over to Weatherly. Weatherly wants to drive in. Pulls up inside the free throw line. Shot missed. Rebound. Emmy Brown. She clears it, and she'll take it down. Kicks it out front to Ellie Blaylock. Blaylock looks to the bench, gets her instructions. Here's a pass into the high post. Double team now, kicks it out to Blaylock for a 3. Off the mark, no good. Long rebound's going to go out of bounds, untouched. It'll be Perry County ball. They don't want to give Ellie that shot too many times either.
Definitely don't.
She missed that one, but she's going to fill up a lot from out there. Here's Weatherly on the wing, looks inside, kicks it over to Bates. Round the horn to Thornton. Tried to get a pass inside, knocked away and stolen. Here we go the other way. There's a pass to the inside, and this one's going to be knocked away and out of bounds. And
that was a bad call, but it happens sometimes.
Looks like Thornton went in there to knock that one away, but they give the ball back to Perry County. So again, full court pressure. You got some trapped in the backcourt. Now they get it out for Thornton. Races across the line, cross court over to Weatherly, and we've got it's going to be a charge.
Yeah.
I think the officials were waiting for each other to call that one. Weatherly is going to get called for the charge as Sarah Creasy got position and made a good play there. That's the 4th team foul. Just still over 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Here's Blaylock into the front court. She'll set it up. Going to be double teamed out front. Gives it over to Brown. Brown will look over the defense. In this 2-3 zone. Yeah, here's a shot from the corner by Blaylock. No good. Rebound on the inside. Put back up. No good. At a bump. This one is out of bounds. It'll stay with Collinwood. Keaton had a good shot. I was looking for maybe a foul on a bump down there, but they just get the ball out of bounds. Smith into the corner. Blaylock for another 3. No good. Long rebound battle for it. Collinwood chasing it down, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Trojanettes. 4:40 to play, first quarter. 5-0 in favor of Collinwood. Here's that long pass out to Warren. She's got a 2-on-1. Spins, lays it up good.
Right.
Well, we get a basket interference, a warning, a delay of game. That wasn't a warning for a flop, was it, Brian? Do we still have that rule? They warned for a flop on the. She tried to take a charge and didn't get it. Here's a turnover now. They lost the ball out of bounds. Perry County out of the ball. 5-2. Bates gets it into Thornton. Thornton down into the corner to Marshall. Back to Thornton out front. Here's a pass to the other wing. Warren wants to drive. Pulls up for a jumper from the baseline that is missed. Rebound. A lot of contact down there. Here kicks it out for a 3. Bates knocks in a 3, and that ties the game at 5. Let him have the contact on the rebounds down there. We've seen a lot of bumps from behind, but no call. Here's Smith out front to Blaylock. 3:50 to play, first quarter. We're tied at 5. Here's Smith on the right wing, down in the corner of Creasy. Kicks it out front. over to Brown, back to Blaylock. She sets it back up. Smith on the wing. We got a bump and a foul. The foul on the far side away from the ball.
Yeah.
And that looks like it's going to be Abby Marshall again. I think that's going to be her second foul. And it should be a shooting situation.
Yeah.
That is the 5th team foul.
Looks to me like their game plan is to be really physical with Sophia.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's looked like so far. And that's going to send her to the line now to shoot 2 as the 5th team foul. First shot by Sophia is off the mark, no good. We'll get a substitution as Bryn Cruz will come in for Sarah Creasy. 3:35 to play first quarter. We're still tied, and now we're untied. The second free throw is up and good. They've made 50% of the free throws so far. There's a pass over the wing to Weatherly. Pass to inside for a layup by a wide open Bristol Bates. Perry County leads by a point. Here,
That's a foul. There's another foul.
she's getting a lot of contact on Brown. And they're letting them play, as you say. We'll see if that continues. Here's Brown on the wing, being guarded by Thornton. Here's a bounce pass into the high post. Kicks it out for a three-pointer on the wing. No good. High rebound. Pulled down. That was Weatherly with the board. They'll kick it out to Thornton. Thornton looks inside. Cross court to Warren. She wants a three from the corner. No good. Rebound. Long out. Picked up by Thornton. Kicks it out to Weatherly. Back to Thornton. Bates on the wing. Now Thornton out front to Weatherly. Back to Thornton. She's going to try a long three from the wing, which is an air ball. And it's going to be battle for. Bates picked it up and then bounced it off one of the Collinwood players.
She was standing out of bounds when she threw the ball.
Yeah, it looks like she was in the black over there.
Standing out of bounds when she threw it. But
it'll be Perry County ball, and here's inbound play to a wide open Warren, who lays it up and good. 9-6 in favor of Perry County. They want a 9-1 run here. They break the press, get it across the court. Now they'll set up with the offense out front with Blaylock. They'll spread things out. Trying to get it to a high post there, but they get it over to the wing now. Here's a drive by Smith. Now kicks it back out. Gets it to Blaylock. Ellie brings it down to the right side to Cruz. Back to Blaylock. Over to Smith. She's going to try a three from the wing. No good. Right there for the rebound and a putback is Bryn Cruz. And cuts the lead to a point. Good weak side rebound. In district tournament action from Perry County High School in Linden. Collinwood Trojanettes and the Lady Vikings of Perry County they are tied at 12 after one quarter, kind of a quarter of runs. Collinwood scored the first 5 points. Only see the Perry County go on a 9-1 run to take a 9-6 lead before the Collinwood ran off 6 straight points. And then the three-pointer there in the final minute, not at 12 where we are. So, as you said, a lot of physical action there,
yeah.
But
got to do a little better job finding their better players too.
Maybe not try to not leave so much space on the perimeter. Here's Thornton going to try a long three from out front. No good. Long rebound knocked away, chased down by Warren. Her pass is stolen by Cruz, and Collinwood will have the ball and go and set up on the other end. Here's Brown. Gets his Blaylock out front. To Cruz on the wing. Back to Blaylock. Over to Brown on the left side. Back to Ellie out front. She looks for Bryn. She's trying to look to the inside. They're double teaming Keaton down there on the block. Here's Cruz out front now. Pass into the corner. They're being patient, looks like. on offense.
They're trying to really be physical with Sophia, like I said earlier. It's not a bad idea, Sarah. Good.
Here's a pass that's kicked out of bounds, and it'll stay Collinwood ball under their own basket.
If they let them push her around like that, it's going to be a long night. Because looking at that.
Ball comes in high to Creasy over to Cruz. Here's a pass, trying to zip one to the inside. Not been able to hold on to it, and it's turnover to Perry County. They quickly come down the other way. Here's Bates, drives to the baseline, pulls up for a jumper. No good. Rebound is tried to put it back up by Richardson, and she draws the foul. So Sophie Richardson will go to the line to shoot two. That was on Bryn. I think that's her first team for the second quarter. Richardson's free throw too strong and stays tied. We're going to get a substitution for Perry County. Zoe Mathis will come in. She'll replace Bristol Bates. Second shot by Richardson, rattles good.
Another freshman, I believe Zoe is.
Yes. Yeah, they've got several freshmen we've seen in action this year. Collinwood's got a couple that's getting quite a bit of playing time. They're in the game right now. Here's Blaylock. Gets it over to Cruz. She's going to try a three from the wing. Short rebound grabbed by Brown. Trying to dribble around the runner in the lane.
Called a foul. Goodness.
Yes, good.
Great job.
Several bounces and the basket goes through. You know, as you said, no whistle on the play. Unfortunately, you get the basket now. Here's Thornton with a long three, and he's hit another NBA shot. Put Perry County back on top by 2. Under 6 to play in the half. They're 16-14 in favor of the Lady Vikings. Brown sets up out front, gets it to Cruz. Collinwood hasn't been able to hit the three-pointer yet. Here's a shot from the free throw line it's in and out, in and out. We got a tie up on the rebound. It looks like they're calling a jump ball.
Yeah, jump ball.
It will be Collinwood ball. As Brown will get set from the baseline to trigger it in. She gets it out front to Blaylock. Blaylock drives the right side.
That's a ball.
It's going to be.
Oh, my goodness.
We're going to call a charge on that. I agree with it, Brian. It looked like they moved right into her. But Ellie's going to pick up the charging foul.
It's her first.
Her first, team's second.
Tough call. Well, let's get out and guard out at the three-point line.
Here's Thornton, gets it out to Richardson, into the corner from Mathis. Lobs it inside to Warren, has it knocked away and out of bounds. Actually, last touch by Perry County. So, I don't know if she's wanting a foul or saying somebody knocked it away from her, but Collinwood gets the ball. Trailing by 2. Here's Blaylock across the line.
Seems like we may need to get Sophia a little deeper. We're matched up.
Here's Brown. Hands off the Cruz.
There we go.
Here's a three-point
That's the way to move the ball.
And still, the shot wouldn't go down. Perry County with a rebound, and they'll bring it down. Ellie not finding the range right now.
Yeah.
She gets hot.
We'll get one to go in a minute. We'll get one to go.
Here's Thornton being guarded by Brown. As we go into more of a man-to-man down here. Warren comes out to get it. Here, cross-court pass. Here's a shot from the corner that's no good. Battle for the rebound. Richardson goes up and grabs it. Gets a pass down low. Got a block. Heaton with the block shot.
Collinwood will have shot down.
Brown on the wing. Back out front to Blaylock. She looks to the bench to get instructions. Should be picked up by Thornton. Over to Cruz.
Don't force it.
Cruz looking. Gets it back out front to Brown. Over to Blaylock. Back to Emmy. Emmy got the 5-second count. She's got to be aware of that. And they've counted to 10, I'm sure. She never got enough separation.
Yeah.
She getting some words from Coach Sherrill from the bench, but deaf ears. That was McKenna Jackson went back to the bench. She was in momentarily. Here's Thornton. Gets this one over the wing to Mathis. To Warren. She thought about a three from way out there. Here's a shot from, look from the corner. Now ball gets away. And here's the steal. That was kind of a giveaway there. Here's Blaylock again. She thought about firing another, but she didn't.
Ellie's just going to have to keep shooting it.
Yeah, they'll start falling. Here's Brown with the ball. Dribbles to the right side. Now she picks it up. Enough to get rid of it. Here's the passes. Knocked away, almost stolen, and get it back to Brown. Creasy on the left side gets it back out front to Blaylock. 16-14, under 3 minutes to play, first half. Been a while since either team got a bucket. Here's Cruz back out front to Ellie. Gets to the high post to Keaton, kicks it out to the wing. Here's a drive. Loses it, picks it back up, kicks it over to Cruz for a jumper, short, rebound. Got away with a travel. Here's Mathis going one-on-one. Her shot is up, missed, and she draws the foul. They're going to get Braden Cruz with that foul. And that's going to send Mathis to the line to shoot two. Hearing a lot of stuff from the fans.
Yeah, there's letting them be physical, I guess, is the best way to put it. That's all I'm going to say about it right now. But
Mathis hits the first free throw. Cruz will come out of the game with her second foul, which will be replaced by Abby Smith. Mathis' second free throw rattle, good. Now Mathis will go to the bench and be, as Bristol Bates will come back in. 4-point Perry County lead here. 2:25 to play in the half. Collinwood trying to get something going here. Not been able to knock down shots so far. Here's the into the corner, come out front. A fake. Here's a pass that's knocked away. So recovered in the backcourt by Smith. Smith gets it over to Brown on the wing, and she's backed out front to Abby, to Ellie on the wing. Smith out front, zips a pass inside to Keaton, trying to find some room, kicks it out to Blaylock for a three. There we got it. Finally got a three to go down. They cut the lead to one. Thornton eyes the mark. Now she'll kick it over to Bates. Bates has it knocked away from her, gets it back up. Pass down in the corner. Bates again out front. There's Thornton. Thornton gets it in the corner. We've got Marshall over there for a three. And she nailed it. I called that Marshall. That was Marshall, wasn't it?
That's who I put it down for.
Okay.
30, yeah.
Yeah, 30. Well, Sasha Moore came in there, and she looked like it. Here's a turnover now as the ball goes through Ellie's hands and out of bounds. 21-17, Perry County leads by 4 with 1:07 to play in the half.
Yeah, we've not played crisp on offense.
Here's Bates looking over the defense. Picks up her dribble now. She had to get rid of it. She gives it to Thornton. Over to Warren. Back to Thornton out front. Here's Bates on the wing. She wants to drive. Pulls up from the baseline. Her shot is no good. Rebound is tipped. Finally hauled in by Brown, and we'll bring it the other way. Blaylock to Smith. Smith back to Blaylock. They may hold for the last shot. 25 seconds. Here's Smith out front. Goes to the right side. Pulls up a dribble. Kicks it in the corner to Blaylock. She got another three-point try. This one too strong. Long rebound. Saved by Creasy, but right into a Perry County player. 8-7, 6 seconds. Here's a three-pointer from the side. No good. And the ball is going to go out of bounds. They let it go. It'll be Collinwood ball with 1 second left. They'll throw it in the Blaylock, and there won't be a shot. The first half will come to a close. Your score at halftime. Your Collinwood Trojanettes trail by 4. It's 21-17 in favor of Perry County. We'll be back with the first half recap in just a minute. This is high school basketball action on Big Oldies Radio. Yeah. 5-point quarter.
Yeah, it's be hard for us for Sophia to score if they're going to let them just push it around.
Merciful. And welcome back to district tournament action on Big Oldies. We're at the half. Perry County girls lead your Collinwood Trojanettes 21-17. Not a good shooting half in the first half for the Trojanettes. It's some of the defensive credit to the Lady Vikings for that. As Brian, you pointed out that they've covered up Sophia inside. They've taken her out of the game. She's only got one free throw in the point.
They're intent on throwing 2 or 3 people at her and being really physical. And I don't know what you do. We can move her down closer to the basket. It might open some things up. We got her at the free throw line, and with her there and somebody right with her, it takes her driving lanes away.
Right.
You know.
So, and hopefully they can get something and make some adjustments and get that going in the second half. Let's look at those first half numbers.
Yeah. First for Perry County, let's get them Bristol Bates, who played really well against us the last time we played them, and she's a freshman that's actually worked her way into the starting lineup here. She ended up with 5. Belle Warren, she's going to have 7 in that first half. I felt like we did a pretty decent job on her, but we did lose her out front one time. And, same way with Elena Thornton. She hit a 3 with nobody anywhere around her. And, well, she shoots it. She should never be wide open.
Yeah, that was deep.
And Abby Marshall made one in the corner. So she finished that half with 3. And then Sophie Richardson had 1. And Zoe Mathis came in off the bench and had 2 for 21 in the half. And then for the Trojanettes, Ellie knocked down a 3, so she had 3 points. Abby Smith had a 3 and 2 free throws for 5. Sophia was 1 for 2 from the line for 1. Amy Reese didn't get a lot of shots at half, and she's got 4 at halftime. Bryn's got 4 at halftime. Got an offensive rebound put back and then 2 free throws.
Yep.
So our scorers are going to have to start scoring this half.
Yeah, they're absolutely going to have to. And we just had a little bit of a little milestone here during the halftime break. And last Friday night down in Clifton, I was there to call the game. Didn't know it at the time, but Perry County's Jake Mercer scored his 1,000th point down there.
Yeah.
So congratulations to him for that. That's a good milestone to reach.
Yeah, that group, the squad that Perry County's got right now is going to have a lot of 1,000-point scorers on it.
Absolutely.
So, and already have a few that have already scored 1,000.
Yeah.
So.
We've seen around the district seen a few of those this year, so that's a good accomplishment for any player to hit that 1,000-point plateau. All right, we'll take a break and send it back to the station for a few minutes, and about 3 or 4 minutes we'll be back with second half action. So keep it right here. This is district tournament basketball action on Big Oldies Radio. And welcome back to district tournament basketball action on Big Oldies. I'm Mike Rushing with Brian Cruz here tonight in Perry County in the second game of the night where your Trojanettes trail by 4 at the half. It's 21-17. Brian, a lot of things we've seen, some adjustments probably need to be made, but some things need to be done a little bit better. You know, they need to be able to hit some shots. You've talked about, you know, they've slowed Sophia down, but, you know, maybe knocking down the outside shots can kind of open things up for in there. So hopefully we can see that.
Yeah, it seems like we're going to have to start forcing the action a little bit offensively, especially if we got to get some stops on defense too. But if they stretch this thing back out to 10 or 12, like they did down at Collinwood, it'll be a hard time to come back here at their gym.
It seemed like every time Collinwood got a little things going, got a little momentum, they'd bury a three for somewhere, you know, and that's kind of where we're at right now. All right, we're about
going to be their ball coming out.
Looks like the starting lineups for each squad will be on the floor. And it will be Perry County ball side front court. Bates will inbound it to Thornton. As we get started, we're underway in the second half. Here's a pass over to Weatherly on the wing, trying to find somebody inside. Now she gets it back to Thornton, back to Weatherly. Here's a pass inside. It's going to be stolen. Now they've got to scramble for a loose ball, and they're picking up a garbage basket with Abby Marshall. They had the steal, and then it looked like they knocked it away from each other. And wound up with an easy basket for Marshall. The lead is 6. Here's Creasy in the corner, gets it out front to Smith. Looking, Brown open on the baseline, wants to drive. Her shot is up, won't fall. Put back up and still no good. Sophia's shot wouldn't go. Here's a scramble for it. And they're calling that a jump ball, and I think it's going to be Perry County ball.
They called it out of bounds.
Yeah, Sophia was tied up, but she was out of bounds. So they'll bring the ball in. As Perry County will bring it down the floor. Here's a pass down into the corner, out front to Thornton. We've got to get another three from the corner. There's Marshall knocking down a three over there. Have they got anybody that can hit a three? Here's Collinwood setting up their offense. On the wing, gets it inside to Keaton, trying to drive. Her shot up she missed the backboard on that one, so she missed. And running the other way is Thornton. She looks like she wants to drive. She loses the handle, picks it back up, kicks it out. Here's Marshall out front for another three. This one's missed, and Keaton brings down the rebound. Here's Blaylock, has it knocked away a little bit. She gets it back. Here's Smith wanting to drive, kicks it in the corner to Creasy. Back to Blaylock. Here's another pass to the inside. Nice move by Keaton, and she lays it up good.
It's like we've spread it out a little bit. We haven't made those shots, but we've got some really good looks at the rim this half so far.
Here's a drive by Marshall. Her shot off mark, gets her own rebound. Goes back up, and she gets fouled. And Sarah's looking like the foul might have been on her. It was Sarah Creasy picking up the foul. It's going to send Marshall to the line to shoot 2. For Sarah, that's 2 fouls, team's first here in the third quarter. Warren's free throw, good. They've stretched it out to 8 points, and just like that, like you said, Brian, we don't want to get too far behind, get in a hole here. Here's the second shot by Warren. Rattles no good. Keaton with a rebound. Here's the pass down to Brown. Brown staggers around Creasy. Now she keeps it, gets back in control. She'll get the Blaylock. Brown again on the wing. Here's a pass down to a driving, almost losing the ball, but kept picking back up. Keaton from the free throw line kicks it back out. Here's a drive by Smith. Her shot up won't go. There's Creasy with a rebound. Her shot won't go as well. Put back up and rolling. Good was Sophia Keaton. I don't know how that found its way into the net, but it did.
Well, like she got fouled too. But
yeah, it looked like it should have been free throw. 27-21. Here's Marshall, Warren, rather, for a layup. Stretches it back out to 8. 5 minutes to play, third quarter. 29-21. Blaylock being picked up over to Smith. Back down low. Here's a drive on the baseline. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound kicked out there, falling down, but the ball's going down the floor. Here's Thornton for the layup. It's missed, and the rebound cleared by Keaton. Here we are running back down the floor with Brown out front to Smith. Gets it over to Blaylock in the corner to Creasy. Creasy looking inside, gets it into Keaton. She makes a nice move. Lays puts the left hand off the glass, and good. So a couple of baskets by Keaton inside, and it's back down to 6-point game. Here's Thornton being picked up by Smith. Gets it over to Warren. She looks to the inside, gets it to Weatherly on the inside. Has her shot swatted down. And Collinwood will have the ball. Good rejection by Keaton down there. Here's Blaylock over to Smith. Smith almost traveled with it, but hangs on.
Being guarded a better job of catching the ball ready to score.
Look to the inside, back out front to Smith. Here's your pass inside, and it's going to get a foul. So actually, that entry pass was defended by Marshall on there, and they got her coming over the top for the foul.
Her third.
Be her third and team's first. Get it. Richardson in for Perry County, along with Jackson, as Weatherly and Marshall will go to the bench. Here is a shot from the corner, in and out, no good. Rebound picked up, and they get it back out to Brown. Brown to Blaylock. Back over to Brown. She wants to drive in. She's going to go in. She gets bumped and fouled. And we're going to wait to see if they're calling a block or a charge. I think they called that. They called that on Jackson.
24.
Yeah, Makita Jackson with the foul. Her first, team's second. Free throw missed. Sarah Creasy will go to the bench as Bryn Cruz comes back into the game. Amy Reeves misses the first free throw.
She'll be the free throws. Knock these down right here.
Here's the second one on the way.
Had a girl.
Perfect. And we're going to get a timeout. Perry County wants a timeout. They'll take a 30. 3:31 to play, third quarter. Collinwood trailing by 5. If they can keep getting that ball into Sophia down there, she start making some shots. She can draw some fouls too.
Doing a better job of getting the ball down there to her, closer to the rim, and like you said, drawing some fouls. And the Marshall girls hit 3 threes and got her on the bench with 3 fouls too. So that's a good thing.
That's a good thing there.
But and then also getting the ball inside allows you to play that inside-out game. And our girls shoot the ball so much better when the ball's kicked out from the paint.
And hopefully they can knock down some of those. They've had some good looks in the first half. They just wouldn't fall. And so far, you know, they haven't really thrown one up yet.
Yeah.
But you're correct. To be successful inside could open it up for some good looks from the outside as well.
Yeah.
All right, after the timeout, Perry County will have the ball. He'll bring it in, Thornton across the line. Being picked up by Smith. Get to the right side. Now kicks it over around into the corner. They're going to. All right, keep up with it.
Okay. All right, Amy Reese bringing the ball down the floor here.
That's all right. They were off. We're not on right now. Hey, we are. Jace?
That's a good shot.
Hello, can you hear me?
That's a good shot.
Yeah, I can hear you. Jace?
Hello?
Hey, can you hear us?
We can hear you.
Okay, we need to go back on?
Yep.
Okay, get it back.
Yes, you are on that.
We lost the signal there for a moment there, and we've had a lot of action there. Collinwood's cut the lead to 2.
Yeah, no.
Here's a shot from out front. They got their own rebound on the long rebound. Here, the pass inside to Thornton for a layup. That is good. Perry County leads by 4. It's 31-27, 2:15 to play, third quarter. Collinwood rallied a little bit there, but then they've knocked down a shot to extend the lead.
Everybody got upset because Emmy Reese got a defensive rebound, and the girl just absolutely mauled her. No call.
Here's a shot, 3 from the wing, no good. Rebound is knocked away and finally pulled down by Perry County. Sophia had it there for a second, but couldn't hang on. Here's Warren. Dribbles over to the right side, kicks it out front to Thornton from another long 3, no good. A foul inside, and we're going to get a foul on the rebound. And I think that Abby Smith getting a push on the inside. Probably a little holding her on the box out down there.
Yeah, there's been definitely some questionable stuff going on this half, but you got to play through it. Got to keep playing hard.
Ball comes into Bates, gets it back to Thornton. Cross-court pass over to Jackson. She's going to try a 3. And this rebound tipped away finally. We got a foul on the rebound. If you heard Brian with a little cheer there, they got a foul on a rebound as Emmy Reese went up and grabbed that one. It was a little late whistle, but they got it.
It was. Our whole side cheered for a foul that time, so I guess that kind of tells you how the game's been going.
Okay, so the foul, I think, was on Richardson. Here's Cruz in the corner looking to the inside, gets it back out. Here's pass now to the inside, that's knocked away. A 3 from the corner off the mark. Thornton rebounds. She's taking it all the way to the other end. She's in a race, and she should have, that was a travel that wasn't called. Here's Emmy Brown gets the rebound, and she'll bring it down. Still a 4-point game with a minute to play in the quarter. Here's another pass that's knocked away and stolen. Lead pass down to Bates. She has it knocked away, and they're going to get a foul on Blaylock. 53 seconds to play in the quarter. Perry County still leads by 4. And we're seeing tons of missed shots on each end of the floor.
Yeah.
Lots of battles for rebounds. Bristol Bates at the line to shoot 2. Shot is missed. Blaylock's second foul, and the team's 4th of the quarter. 53 seconds to play. Bates gets ready for her second toss. Shot is up and rattles good. So the lead is 5. No pressure, full court pressure. They'll pick it up at half court. Here's Cruz. Nice pass to the inside for a layup. Good work by the 2 freshmen on that one. That cuts it to 3 with 40 seconds to play. Here's Thornton. He picks up a dribble, gives it over to Warren. Warren's going to hold, and they're going to wait.
We got the shooter back in over there. So the shooter tonight. Well, every one of them has been shooters tonight, seems like.
And here's the shooter kicking one from the corner, and that's good. That's Warren. Knocking down another 3. Sends the lead back to 6. 15 seconds to play in the quarter. Blaylock to Brown. Back to Blaylock. Need to find somebody. 10 seconds. Trying to, has the pass knocked away, but picked up by Keaton. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. He's going to have to get a shot. Here's a 3 from the corner. The buzzer, no good. And that's the end of the third quarter. After 3, it's 35 for the Perry County, 29 for Collinwood. Fourth quarter action coming right up on Big Oldies Radio. And we move to the fourth quarter here in Perry County. In district tournament action, the Trojanettes trail by 6. They come in as the number 2 seed. They've got 2 wins over this squad this year. Both were battles, and this has been another battle. And they're going to have to play hard to pull this one out, Brian.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's one of those nights things aren't going your way. Ball's not going in the hole. Stuff is happening like what happened at the very beginning of the second half, where there was a scramble for the ball and it went right to one of their girls for a wide open layup. So, it goes that way sometimes.
Collinwood has the ball inbound. There's Cruz in the corner out front to Blaylock. Throw it over to Creasy, and here's a bounce pass to the inside. Here's a move and a shot up off the basket. Good. Some contact. Got that one to go down, so Keaton with the basket cuts it to 4. Here's a drive. This shot is missed, and the rebound pulled down by Keaton. She's got a lot of rebounds in the game, starting to get a few points. So it's a 4-point lead now. They can try to cut it down to 2 or maybe even a point on this possession. Creasy on the wing. Changed the pivot foot, no call. Here's that pass inside, now kicks back out for a 3. Got it! Ellie Blaylock with the triple. They cut it to 1. Just over 7 minutes to play in the game. I don't know. Here's a 3 from the other end. This one is missed. Long rebound battle for. And we've got a held ball. A battle for it. Looked like Richardson, and Keaton went to the floor. We'll get Abby Smith back into the game for Collinwood, and Bryn Cruz will go back to the bench. It will be Perry County basketball. Thornton just tries to get it into Warren. She has it knocked away. Stolen by Ellie. There's a race for the ball.
It's a foul. Goodness gracious.
Now they're going to call a jump ball. That was, I'm used to calling some football games on Big Country. That was a tackle out there just right across midcourt.
Oh, man.
But it's tied up for a jump ball, and Collinwood will have it on possession. Arrow. Pass comes in to Keaton. There's a reach and a foul. Looks like Bristol Bates going to pick up the foul.
There might have been a little makeup call there.
Yeah, didn't call that one. We'll call this one. But anyway, it's the first team foul. Second foul on Bates. Pass goes into the corner of Brown. Brown back to Blaylock. Back to Brown. Here's a pass out front to Creasy. Gets it inside to Keaton. Her shot. She goes up. She's hammered. Hey, they need more of that. If she can do that, she can at least get to the free throw line.
It's going to be 4 on the Marshall.
Marshall, as you said, 4th, second team foul for Perry County. It puts Keaton to the line and shoot 2, and a chance to tie or take the lead. First shot ties it up. 35 all. Marshall will go to the bench, and Jackson will return. Collinwood not putting anybody down around at the lane for the rebound, so Keaton's shot rims out no good. Richardson clears the rebound, gets it over to Thornton. Here we got a tie game, 6.5 minutes to play. Thornton to Warren. Warren being guarded a little closer outside now. Here's a shot from the corner, long rebound by Richardson. Kicks this one over to Warren. She wants a 3. This one in and out, no good. Put back up and in by Bates. Didn't get her boxed out.
Don't know what we were doing there.
Perry County goes back on top by 2. Here's Smith looking for someone inside. Has the ball, her pass knocked away, and we've got a foul down here, and that's going to be on Sarah Creasy. Non-shooting. It'll be out of bounds.
It's going to be Sarah's third.
Sarah's third, team's first. So Perry County with a 2-point lead in the ball.
Every time we make a run, we played really well and got the game tied back up and made some mistakes here. Missed the box out.
Then a turnover and a foul. Here's a shot from the corner. That's a 2 for Jackson. And it's a 4-point game again. Perry County leads 39-35. Here's Brown being hounded by Thornton. Gets it over. Here's a pass inside to Keaton. Kicks it in the corner for 3. This one no good. High rebound being battled for. Pulled out of there by Warren. He's out to Thornton running. pulls up. Her shot is going to be knocked away, and they're going to get a foul on it. Smith. Abby Smith will call for the foul. That's her fourth. Team's second. Sends Thornton to the line to shoot two, first of which is up and good. We're going to get Cruz back into the game as Smith will take her 4 fouls to the bench. And again, they tied it, but there's a 5-0 run with a chance at 6.
Worked so hard to get back in the game there.
Second shot rattles and ball's good. So it's a 6-point game, just over 5 minutes to play. Cruz in the corner, nice pass to the inside. We're going to get a foul on Jackson. Good feed down inside to Brown, but Jackson came right over the top of the foul. Her second, team's third. Blaylock will inbound it, gets it out front to Keaton. Back to Blaylock in the corner, and she'll try to find some dribbling room. Kicks it over to Bryn for, thought about a 3, pulled it back down. Here's Cruz, being guarded by Thornton, gets it to Blaylock. Back to Cruz. We need to find the shot here. Here's
Good.
Kicks it in the corner. We've got a 3 on the way, in and out, no good. Rebound taken, Perry County. Warren wants to run with it. They get all the way down. Pulls up, he's going to get trouble. Tried to stop her dribble and pulled up, and the feet didn't stop.
Yeah, that's tough. Good hustle by Amy Reese coming from behind right there.
So Collinwood will have the ball. Still trailing by 6.
Ooh, we got to get one in the basket here.
Here's Cruz. Has the ball knocked away from her and out of bounds.
We're getting a little tight over in that corner. We need to get some better spacing.
Blaylock will trigger the ball in. She gets into the backcourt to Cruz. Bryn brings it across the line, gets it back to, tries to get it back to Ellie. They gotta.
Just standing right on top of each other. We're gonna have to
watch the passes around Thornton. She's got some long arms, and she's pretty quick. So you gotta anticipate that. Here's Blaylock, sets up out front. Bounce pass over. Brown skips into the lane, has it taken away from her by Jackson. Thornton running the other way. Lays it off the glass, good. Nice move to get right around Blaylock, who was setting up for a charge. And it's an 8-point lead, and we're going to get a timeout for Collinwood. 3:47 to play in the game. Collinwood trails by 8. They're going to really have to rally this time. And this game, the importance of this game, it's not a must-win. You don't win, you play in a consolation game tomorrow night. The worst thing about it, you don't win this game, you got to travel. You got to travel next weekend, next Friday night. I think it's the girls.
Yeah, you got to travel. You got to play their 1 or 2 seed.
Right.
Then if you win that, you got to play the winner of our district in the semifinals.
In the semifinals, matched up with. So the winner tonight plays for the championship against the Lady Cats tomorrow night. But you got to win this game to get there, and Trojanettes going to have to get something going here and knock down a few shots and get some stops.
Yeah.
So after the timeout, Collinwood will have the ball on the side front court. They sent the team back out. We'll wait on the Perry County team to get. They've got to hurry. This is you'll wait on the defense like that more longer than you will the offense to come out. Here is Brown on the wing looking, being guarded by Thornton. Thornton reaching in. Blaylock tries to get this one into Brown. Kicks it over to Creasy. Her shot from the quarter baseline is no good. A rebound by Perry County. So they'll get it to Thornton. Thornton over to Warren, and they're going to set up out front. They're going to run on the clock.
I will tell you,
They actually didn't do this down at Collinwood, and it cost them the ball game.
They did.
Here's Bates. Picked up her dribble, so she's got to get rid of it. That was close to a 5-second, but she got rid of it. To Thornton. To Richardson. Richardson nearly has the ball stolen. Here's Thornton kicks it out to Bates for a three. The shot is blocked, and the ball that goes out of bounds. I think it's going to be Perry County ball. It rolled right down the back of Sarah Creasy.
It did too.
So they'll keep the ball. 2:50 to play. Still an 8-point lead. Thornton looking for somebody. Finally bounces it into Warren, kicks it back to Thornton. Thornton will bring it out. She has the ball taken away from her. She has the ball taken away from her by Emmy Brown, and she reaches and fouls. So for Thornton, see, that was her first foul. Team's fourth. Perry County has scored the last 8 points in the game. It was tied at 35.
I think we've only got one shot during that time too.
Here's a shot inside and on a reach and another foul.
Got lucky there.
Almost got another tie up.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about playing inside in a post. When you get it in there, they need to teach to keep the ball up. When you get down around the knees, that's where you get tied up. Unfortunately, we got a foul on this one.
Right.
So Jackson with the third foul, team's fifth. So that puts Emmy Reese at the line to shoot two, and the first one is short. And it's just been a really bad shooting night for Collinwood here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been really hard to get one to go
Second shot on the way, good.
for everybody.
50% free throws shooting is not really great. Here's the pass that's knocked away and out of bounds. It would be Perry County ball. Good hustling Abby Smith. She was able to knock the ball away, but wasn't able to get down and save it before it went out. So
Yeah, we're gonna have to start.
Perry County trying to get it in. Richardson
Foul.
trying to get it out deep. And they barely got it in for the 5 second. Now we're going to get a little check and a foul down there.
The way this game's went, they're gonna call that a foul. But
Well, I've seen a lot of hacks and a lot of
yeah, I
slaps
mean
in the game.
it's a good philosophy. It's a good game plan if you can get away with it. They've been really, really physical with Sophia tonight. And
That was more of a hip check on that one. Here's Thornton. Has the ball go off his feet. Oh, my goodness. They didn't stay with Perry County. My goodness. This would be a challenge in college basketball because that went right off her toes.
she dribbled it off her own foot out of bounds.
They retain possession. Here's Warren driving inside. Her shot off the glass is good, and they're going to count it. She split two defenders and laid it up. The lead is now 9, and she'll go to the line to shoot one. Fouls on Emmy Brown. Warren's free throw good. The lead is 10 with just over 2 minutes to play, and Brian, I don't know if they can overcome this one.
Now it's going to be tough.
They're going to have to get some looks from the outside and knock them down.
Yeah. I mean,
It's going to take more than 2 at a time.
well, and we're going to have to get the ball out of their hands somehow too. We tried to press early in the game, and they just stood over the top of us. So
Again, they're feeling just like it did a year ago down in Waynesboro. And Trojanettes in the same matchup lost to a team that they had gotten 2 wins against. It was worse last year. Last year they had actually won by sizable margins over them both times.
yeah,
Really played poorly down there. Lost tonight.
yeah.
You know,
It's tough when I don't know what our shoot percentage is tonight. I have no idea, but
not very good.
it's really, really low.
I mean, we've had lots of threes go up, and we've hit a couple of them, but most of them been off the mark. The shots down around the basket.
Yeah,
You know, they've got a hands on several of them, but there's been a lot of times we just didn't even get shots.
yeah, yeah.
So, after the timeout, Collinwood will have the ball. 2:11 to play. Blaylock brings it across, gets it over to Smith. They got to set it up here. Blaylock tries to get it to high post to Brown. Brown inside, shot up off the glass, no good. Put back up and fouled with Creasy. She got the rebound, but was not able to get it in for a shot before Richardson could foul her. So it'll be a 2-shot foul for Sarah Creasy. Richardson's third foul. Free throw rattles, bounces a couple of times, falls through good. 46-37. Creasy's second toss No good. Rebound chased down by Bates. She's being double teamed, and we're going to get a foul. They had knocked it away from her and was just right there, almost ready to, close to getting a tie up. He knocked it away. Creasy gets a foul.
Now called it on Amy Race.
No, well, actually 42 on the board.
Oh, okay.
They did. So that's her fourth, team's fifth, and they'll shoot free throws on the other end and beat Bristol Bates going to the line. 1:55 to play, 9-point lead. It stays there as the first shot caroms away. Bates, the freshman. The eyes the mark for her second toss. It's on the way. This one's no good. And rebound pulled down by Creasy. Being harassed now as we get the lead pass down.
Pitch.
Here's a layup that is missed but fouled. Emmy Brown takes it to the basket. And as you heard Brian there, she had a good look from about 18 feet away.
Yeah.
Passed it up for the layup.
Yeah, I wish we would catch the ball with our feet facing the rim more. We'll get some better looks at shots.
That foul was on McKenna Jackson, her fourth. First free throw is up and good by Brown. And Jackson will come out of the game, be replaced by Marshall, who also has 4 fouls. If they get the fresh player in. 1:45 to play in the game. Lead is 8. Second shot good, and it's a 7-point deficit. 46-39. Full court pressure. To try to get it in. They do get it in. Ball is lost and out of bounds. And will stay with Perry County. I guess they say a Collinwood player knocked it away. If they probably bumped, they could have called the foul, but they'll just get it out of bounds. They work it into Warren, rather. Warren's going to fall down.
Oh, man.
So they're going to get a foul. She tried to stop again and went to the floor.
I don't think anybody even touched her.
And that's going to be Abby Smith drawing the foul. It certainly didn't look like it. That's going to be her 5th foul. So she'll go to the bench.
Don't think anybody touched her.
It's going to send Marshall to the line. And I keep calling her Marshall. That's Warren. Bella Warren. Marshall is number 30. Warren's first free throw is good. The lead is back to 8. 1:38 to play. Second shot is on the way. That one also good. So she hits them both, and it's a 9-point lead. Here's a pass down the floor to Brown. Brown has the ball knocked away from her. She recovers it. Now she'll pick it up, get it to Blaylock. Blaylock trying to drive. Puts it up from the elbow. Shot missed. Rebound, battle for, knocked away, goes out of bounds. It'll be Perry County ball. You can see this one slipping away. It's 1:23 to play. They still got a chance, but they got to do something. Yep, full court pressure. Get into the backcourt to Thornton. She's being chased. Picks it up, gets it to base. Almost took steps, but she gets rid of it.
Walked and double dribble.
Here's Warren. They're going to have to
Got a
foul. The clock is running. They're content to pass the ball around. They're going to have to get somebody out there to foul someone. And they finally do. Cruz goes out to foul Thornton. They let about 10 or 15 seconds go off the clock before they're getting the foul that time. So trailing by 9, with 1:03 to play, they'll send Elena Thornton to the line to shoot 2. First shot, good. And here's the second shot on the way by Thornton. It's also good. And the lead is 11.
Yeah.
Laylock picks it up, gets it to Keaton. Cross to Brown. Brown has it knocked away from her. That reach around the steal. We're going to get a layup on the other end by Thornton. And she'll score. Clock winding down now. Run 45 seconds, trailing by 13. Kick it out to Cruz. She got a 3 on the way. Short rebound. Saved by Creasy. Gets it back in. Here's a pass to Blaylock. Over to Brown. She's going to try a 3. Off the mark. Rebound Perry County. And this going to about do it. We'll get her. We'll see if they're foul. They're just going to let them dribble the clock out. And they will send Thornton to the line with 21 seconds to play. Well, the Trojanettes are going to come up short tonight. So that'll put them into the consolation. Colin will come in with a 13-11 record. That'll drop them to 13-12. Free throw rattles, comes out, no good. 52-39 in favor of the Lady Vikings. Perry County has 5 wins on the season coming in. This will be win number 6. 53-39, 14-point lead. Here's Cruz trying to get it inside. There's a pass knocked away and stolen away. Thornton going to pull up outside, and they're probably just going to let her dribble out the clock now. 5 seconds, and she'll just dribble out in the corner over there. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that will be the end of the basketball game. Trojanettes drop the semifinals tonight here by your final score. Perry County 53, Collinwood Trojanettes 39. We're back with a wrap-up after this. Messages. This is district tournament action on Big Olders Radio. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Where after the second game of the night, the Collinwood Trojanettes drops a 53-39 decision to the Lady Vikings, and Brian, just not a good night overall. You know, give Perry County some credit for their defensive game plan. They executed it fairly well, trying to slow Keaton on the inside. And but the other weapon that you have is when they do that is your outside shooting, and Collinwood just not be able to do that tonight.
Yeah, we didn't get many good looks outside. Didn't make many of the ones that we got, and then they double teamed Sophia the whole night. And if you can't make something that's not at the basket, not a 3-pointer, which we didn't. I don't know how many 10-foot shots we shot, but you know, we didn't even look to shoot those. That's the only shots that they're going to give up. So
yeah, and Collinwood trailed at a half by 4. They had trailed by 6 after 3 quarters. Fought back to tie the game in that 35 in the 4th quarter. From that point on, Perry County outscored them 18-4. So they're, you know, you just quit making shots, and you know, everything that could go wrong did go wrong there in that 4th quarter. So you're staring up at playing in the consolation. Collinwood will play tomorrow night. All right, let's look at our final numbers.
all right. So for Perry County, Bristol Bates had finished with 8. Belle Warren had 18. Lena Thornton had 14. That's their 2 big scores, and they put 32 on the board on us. Abby Marshall hit some threes and ended up with 8. Sophie Richardson had 1, and Zoe Mathis had 2, and then McKenna Jackson came in off the bench and had 2 for a total of 53.
And they shot well from the free throw line, over 70%.
Yeah, what was their percentage? 72% from the free throw line. So
that's a good night
13
there.
for 18. And then for us, Ellie finished with 6. She hit a 3 in the fourth quarter, and Sophia finished with 10. Most of those were in the second half. Amy Reeds finished with 13. Most of those were in the second half. Sarah Creasy won. Bryn finished with